Hey guys, so today we are going to be working in this area of the garden over here. I have a long pathway right here and I've been gradually adding in quite a bit of different ferns. I want this pathway to be lined with ferns really thick. I do have ostrich ferns, which I got from my mom and dad's property. I have some Christmas ferns, Japanese painted ferns, holly ferns, and cinnamon ferns. So today we are going to be adding about 20 more ferns in this area. I'm going to weed this pathway. I'm not going to mulch it because I do like the fact that it has a lot of moss running down this pathway. So I want to keep that detail. Hopefully I can keep this weeded on a regular basis. I did let this area go this season. I haven't really been working over in this area. This pathway will eventually lead to the woodland garden, which will be over here. I do have a cherry tree back in that area right there. I like to get cleaned out. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that cleaned out today though. I have some white dogwood trees in this area as well, and some eastern redbud trees I will be saving. Most of this area, quite a bit, will be cleaned out hopefully in the winter time, but this pathway right here will lead to this area over here. But let me go ahead and show you the ferns that I will be adding to that pathway. I have about 20 of them, and I got the majority of them from Walmart on clearance. So a lot of them are autumn ferns. So these are the autumn ferns. I have about 12 of them. I got them from Walmart on clearance for $3 a piece. I have this fern right here. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I do like how under the leaf area it looks like it's hairy. I like that characteristic of that fern, that detail. So that's why I picked that one up. And last night I went to Lowe's and I got these gorgeous ferns right here. These are Korean rock ferns, and I got these on clearance as well. I believe I got them for $2 a piece. So I have 4 of those. So let's go ahead and clean out that area over there, the pathway, so we can get these gorgeous ferns tucked in. I'm just going to toss these branches into the woods. I'm going to cut a bit of this back off away from the pathway. Seeing as how it's hanging over. And this is bittersweet vine, which is really invasive. Hopefully I can get a large amount of this area cleared in the winter time. But right now we're just going to cut it back to give us a little bit more space to work. There is some fencing right here, like a roll of wire fencing that was on the property when we got it. That's kind of in the way, but it's beyond this pathway, so that's fine. I just want to clean this up a bit, get it out of the way of where I'm going to be working. Branches back. Now that the branches have been cut back, I just wanted to get those a little bit further away from the pathway because I've already walked through one spider web by accident. I didn't see it, and then I had a spider on my leg, so that was a little traumatic. I just wanted to get a lot of this stuff back away from the pathway so I can start weeding. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So I want to pay attention to where I'm weeding it because this does have a lot of moss over here, and I really want to keep all of that. There is some poison ivy in this area too, so gotta be careful with that. This little area right here is filled with poison ivy, so I gotta be careful over here. All of this right here is poison ivy. the weeding has been completed, and hopefully in the wintertime I will clean up this whole area next to this pathway, so all of this will be gone. But everything looks great, and I can see a lot of the moss, which this is the detail that I wanted to keep. Hopefully this whole pathway will be covered in moss and ferns. So now that the weeding is done, let's go ahead and get some ferns in the ground. So I'm going to start tucking in some ferns right here. I do have a few holly ferns over here, so I'm going to do an autumn fern right here. And there's open spot right here, so I'm going to tuck one right there as well. Go ahead and dig the hole for this one. Oh, there's a giant invasive jumping worm in the bottom of this fern. Where did it go? I'll get it out of here because they are invasive. Alright, I just got rid of him. And I'm going to go ahead and tuck this right here. The next one, make sure no more invasive worms right in this area. I came across a few already when I was weeding over here. So now, I'm not sure what this fern is, but I have holly fern, autumn fern, holly fern, autumn fern, holly fern. So I'm just gonna start tucking these in between the ones already on the path. Well, that's tree root right there, so I'm not going to tuck one there. I'm going to tuck the smaller one right here. So there's a bit of tree roots right here, so I'm going to tuck the smaller Korean rock fern in this area. And the bigger fern, I'm going to tuck closer to the log. And another smaller one right here. I'm not going to be able to go too deep with this one because of tree roots. So break up the roots a bit and it could fit. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get one over here because of the tree root, unless I have a smaller one. I do have another Korean rock fern, so because I just need a smaller hole, I'm going to stick it over here. What is this? This kind of looks like a weed. I don't even know if that's a fern, but I'm going to leave it. We're going to tuck the Korean rock fern right in this spot. all 20 ferns are in. I didn't water anything because for the next 3 days we're going to have a tropical storm, so these will get plenty of water. And 16 out of the 20 ferns I put in this area I got on clearance. I've been saving up to do this project. I would like to get my hands on quite a bit more ferns for this area. I like to get some ghost ferns, some more Japanese painted ferns, and some more ostrich ferns for the height. And once again, this pathway will curve and lead over to the woodland garden area. But I think everything turned out nice today. I'm happy with this project. So thank you guys for joining me on this project, and I hope again to see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.